Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast where we try to figure it all out with your hosts, Brandon and Collin. On this week's show, Coffee Table Chessboard. Ahoy!
Ahoy!
How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Nice. We like it.
So 2 months ago, I went in, I took cookies into a kind of high-end apartment complex in town. And I was like, hey, just want to stop by and say hi. If you ever need anything, happy to, help out. And they're like, actually, we have been doing this Friday thing where we invite people in to talk. I mean, would you be interested in that? And I'm like, yeah. Absolutely.
I love talking. How did you know?
Like talking. And at first they were like, okay, great. Yeah, it could be an informational thing or an instructional thing, whatever you want to do. And I was like, cool, great. And then kind of out of the blue, they're like, okay, what we'd really like for you to do is to run a fun, do a game hour or do something fun for the people. That would be fun, have a game. And I'm like,
what? Excuse you? What?
So, and then they're like, yeah, that'd be great. If you could, come up with a game to do and bring some prizes, that'd be great. And I'm like, what? Whoa, what? And so I put all that off. And focused on a lot of other things. And then today was like, oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Oh no.
What am I gonna do?
Oh no.
Oh
my gosh.
Yeah. So at 4:00 today, I was like, guess I should probably put my thinking cap on about what I'm going to do tomorrow. So,
yeah.
What I have come up with is a pet trivia hour.
Oh,
pet trivia, kind of like a trivia night.
Yeah,
about pets.
Okay.
Now the thing is that it's not going to be in a bar. So there's not food or alcohol to distract from anything.
That's okay. I've been to trivia things at not bars.
Yes. Additionally, I don't know if there's going to be one person there or four.
Yeah, true.
Right. So I can't get too excited. I can't do too much here. I can't it literally may be me and Maybelline or whatever. I don't know, sitting talking to each other.
That's fine.
Whatever. And so I have come up with 4 rounds. Tell me if you think this is too much. I have 4 rounds with 10 questions each about pet trivia.
I mean, that sounds...
Is that
relatively normal?
Is that a lot? Right? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. It's kind of a lot, but this is scalable, right? If not many people show up, you don't have to hit them with all 4 rounds, right? You just got the, you could do 2 or 3 rounds.
Okay.
And you have some in the bank, right?
Yes.
So that's important.
So yes. So I have, I start.
Is one of them, what movie from 2000 is a mockumentary about dog owners and their dog show? One of them that?
No.
Oh, dang it. No.
No, I see, that's the other thing of some of these are really easy and some of them are really hard.
That's okay. You gotta have a balance, right? You don't want to have only impossibly hard trivia. No one likes that, right?
No.
That's not fun.
So it's things what kind of animal is Babe from the 1995 movie Babe? The pig, right?
Obviously.
Okay.
Right.
Ooh, what's the name of the loyal German Shepherd in I Am Legend?
Oh, I don't remember. I only saw that movie once, and it wasn't.
Okay, nobody saw it more than once. That's the problem. So
that's
I
true.
have had some kind of pop culture-y stuff, but I based it. Here's the other thing. I know that the demographics of this place skew older.
I mean, yeah.
So
that's fine.
so I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to have anything from like yesterday. So most of my stuff is like 90s, early 2000s reference.
That's nice. The best time.
Yes,
Perfectly acceptable.
Then I have like dog specific trivia, cat specific trivia, and then I had like a like the wild side, like other pets and oddballs and stuff. So
right,
I don't know, like
how many answers to your question are homeward bound?
Homeward bound.
The other.
I actually did remove that. I had one in there because it was like, well, because it was like
who is Chance? Bang!
Yeah, it was like in the movie Homeward Bound. Name the 3. You know, I was like, no, I can't.
Yeah, it's a little hard, right? It's all right.
So I spent all of like an hour coming up with random stuff and doing internet searches and coming up with these things and terms and things. So I also know that like during trivia you're supposed to have like weird like banter after each and like additional factoids about these. You know, like answers.
Oh yeah, that does happen. So yeah,
right.
True.
Where they're like, not only is it lasagna that Garfield likes, but Jim Davis created it because he thought it was comedy gold. You know, like you're supposed to say stuff like that. Like, okay.
Yeah, because man, nothing funnier than baked noodles. Am I right?
I'm still laughing.
Right. Haha. I don't know.
This is where I find myself. Of like, I'm going down. I got to do this. I got a Google Sheet. I printed off some answer sheets.
I mean, if you got a Google Sheet, what else do you really need? You know, like nothing, right? You don't need anything else. It's fine.
Absolutely. So I'm like, okay, I guess we'll do this. And Megan was like, I'm glad you're the one doing this. And I'm like, yeah, because you just don't want to be embarrassed when one person shows up and I have to be talking with Dave, right? Or Carol. I'm like, hi, ready for the pet trivia?
Oh yeah.
Like at that point, do I just hand him the first prize, the gift card, and let him walk out?
I think so. Right. I think you wait a certain amount of time and then you just like give it to him and then you just like run away.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you do.
Like, think of me.
That's what you do. Just flee the scene after that.
That's
so it's
what
fine.
I want to do so bad. So I'm driving down, like originally I was like driving down just for that. And I'm like, that was a waste. So I am trying to do more with my time down there. Anyway, yeah. So that's what I realized today.
Like eat lunch. Like I'm gonna go get some tacos, bro. Like I'm gonna go.
What should I do? So that's what I get to do for sure. It's gonna be fine. But
would it be? Yeah, it'd be fine.
Yeah, but today I also took a phone call with a technology company. What they do because AI is all the rage.
So I hear. Yeah.
They have developed a technology to do all of the route planning and scheduling for pet businesses. And so I took their call, and here's what's so funny is basically they are from like they're genuinely like Silicon Valley.
You know, like I think MapQuest had this technology in like 1998, right? I feel like.
Well, what's interesting is one of the guys actually wrote the routing software that UPS uses for their trucks.
Oh, nice.
So like he's done this, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and these are like Silicon Valley tech bros, 1000%. And so it was very interesting to speak with them because they came up with this this solution and now are in search of a problem.
Ah, yes, right. Like the classic.
Like,
I have put my cart in front of the horse. What could go wrong? Horses push carts, right? That's how it works, right?
yes. Yeah. And so they're basically like, okay, well, what else can this do? And so that's where they've done it. They're like, okay, we've got this thing.
Yeah.
Where else could we apply this? And so they've stumbled upon the pet business industry and are trying to do this. Here's the interesting part. They're not selling a software. They tell you they're selling a platform because
yeah, obviously, but it's a platform that's based on software.
One time, well, there's the system as or software as a service like SaaS, where it's like you pay an ongoing fee to them. This is they will build this for you one time, and then it's yours to use. And if you ever want anybody, like they'll also service it. If down the line you change or you do something, they can come in and obviously for a fee change things and whatever. But it is a $10,000 price.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah. I could have sworn you said $10,000.
$10,000. And what it does
I mean, this is like when you start talking, you compare software services to like Land Rover Discoveries. I feel like maybe.
Let me tell you. But here's their pitch. You don't like scheduling or route planning for all of your very many visits. And okay, great. Okay, so just leave out the destruction of humanity for just a minute, okay, and the downfall of society just for one moment, because their pitch is basically, you don't like doing this, and hiring a person to do this work is way too costly, and you don't have those in your margins, and you don't want to do that extra expense. So why not have a robot do it for you? So they'll log into your system and like pull all this data and then like route it, plan it, give you some alerts, and then you confirm it, or you can set it to auto confirm, and it just shoots it back out, moves everything on your schedule, and the team does it. And so, besides the fact that it is literally taking people's jobs, because like there are businesses who hire office teams to specifically and only do route planning and scheduling.
Yeah.
And they cost way more than 10 grand. And so
I mean, over time, yes, I suppose that's true.
Yes.
But like
yes. Well, even if you just say even if you have like somebody who's working like
yes.
Like if you're doing 30 hours a week, and you're paying that person $18 an hour to do this, like
yes,
like times 52, like first year you've paid for this twice over, 3 times.
I mean,
over. So
but
in that perspective, but like, oh my gosh, like it's a one-time upfront, like no payment plans, because remember, it's not a service, so you just
it's just a thing.
And so it was very interesting to speak with them today and kind of learn about their lack of knowledge of the industry too. Again, because they're like,
you didn't give any free tips this time, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
I did, but what I did ask was like, because we have a very specific way that we work, that we do things, and asking like, can it do this? And seeing their brains be like, why would you do that?
I mean, yeah.
Well, like, here's very specific things like, oh, and what we do is it route plans based off of the closest employee to that first visit. And so they start at their house, and they go to the first visit, and then they go a route and they come back to their home. And I'm like, okay, we don't do that. What if I said we have a service area? And he goes, oh yeah, awesome. Like, because we help people who like, they've got a central location where they come by and pick up keys or like get a van or something. And then, so you'll start there and then drive. And I go, I don't do that either. And just the breaks that were thrown in their brains of like what other ways could you possibly do this? And being like, I just have a service area and team members who are on call during set time blocks who just need to show up. And it's not based off proximity where they live, because some live outside of my service.
Yeah, because that wouldn't make. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. So that
right, like you could tell that it was just like, oh, that's a problem set that
we were not prepared for. Yeah,
inconceivable to them. And
well, this is one of those situations where, like, there is the optimum solution, and there is the best solution. And those are not mutually exclusive to each other, right? Like, there's like the optimal way to do things, and then there's like the best way to do things. And those don't meet sometimes, right? And that's fine. But if you're programming a system and relying on automation to do the thing, that does not take that exciting feature into account, right? And it's only going to go based off of like whatever the algorithm says it should do, right? Because that's how it's programmed to function, right? You have to program a set of rules into it. Yep. But if it is a more dynamic system, then you cannot just plug a rule set, like a if-then statement set in there and be like, it did it. Like,
yeah,
no, there's like a lot of, and especially a lot of like, especially a service industry is going to be going off of nuances and like all kinds of different things. Like, I imagine you might have situations where it's like, okay, based on this time and like whoever employee is on call at this moment, like, I think that this person should go to this house because they have the most experience with this pet, right?
Yeah.
And so they'll route there based on other criteria, not just who's nearby. And it's like, how do I provide the best service? And so you have to think about which employee is interacting with which client as well, not just random persons, which, they could do it, obviously, but like, in order to provide the best thing for like, a certain like dog or a cat or whatever, like this person knows this animal the best. So I would like them to go because they have the most experience with it. Is that true? Am I just making this up? This feels like a thing that you would do. So like,
yeah. Right. Well, so it is a thing that some people do.
Yeah.
Because of how we staff, I actually can't do that in a lot of cases. I have to be able to. So it does. I will say this. It limits the kind of. So this is the other thing. It limits the kind of clients that we can take on because I don't do a 1-for-1. Like, everybody has to be able to walk in and do all of our visits. So it really mellows out. Like, we're really hitting a bell curve of clients and stuff. So again, like what you're talking about of like, okay, we'll prioritize the one with the most experience, who lives closest, and who, like, you can set all of these rules, but it's like, right, that only works if that is how you staff. And
that's true.
So like,
or if that person even needs service at that time anyway, right?
Right. Because, like, and the other thing that came up, that was very apparent is, in their experience, they work predominantly with dog walking companies. And so dog walking companies, they give one team member one route. Here's a series of 6 dog walks. They're all within this route, and you do that, right? And if one cancels or I can add one in there, that's what they're doing. You can tell that this
that makes sense for that. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. That's what a lot of people like. They're like, okay, I'm going to train you up and I'm going to hand off, and this is your route. You're the only one who sees these dogs on Tuesdays and Fridays. Like, that's who you do. And you could tell that that's who this company had been talking to a lot, because they're throwing things out of like, oh yeah, and on routes, you can just blah, blah. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, I'm a pet sitting company. I don't know what visits I'm doing on Thursday. I don't. And so every day I get more visits added, which means that it's kind of like this exponential, like, or like, what's the word I'm thinking of? My brain has completely blanked out. Like, it just becomes an infinite number of possible combinations of visits.
Yeah.
Like, as you add one, you exponentially increase the number of possible combinations you could put the puzzle back together on.
The old N+1 pet sitting.
Yes.
That's what.
Absolutely, that's what we're doing, right?
That's
and all of a sudden, it's like, and now, like, So that's where it gets really complicated. And with each, it's not as though I have one bucket for Dave and I fill that bucket up and then I just go over to Greg and I fill his bucket up. That's not what we do. Except also, I brought in the fact of like, oh, also, Dave has told me he only wants 10 hours of work a week. And so I can't. So I told him, I said, there are times where because he only wants 10, I have to create less optimized versions of a route just so like I am hitting hours now. Like this.
Yeah.
And like this, you could tell like I wasn't giving away free advice, but what I was doing was describing a method of structure and operations that they had never encountered before.
They were unfamiliar with the plan. Like, what is happening? I don't understand.
Right. Like, what do you mean you don't have set routes? Everybody has set routes. No.
I do not. We have none of those here. Sorry.
Yeah. So that was an interesting conversation. It was an hour of my life today of like, and I'm not spending 10 grand on this. Like they're probably listening, but like, I just can't like that's, and
that makes sense. Why? No, you don't do that.
No, I don't do that in my life.
No.
I'd much rather, because it's tough because it's like at the same time, everybody in the world that like we're going through right now is like, oh, you've got to give your team members, pathways in your company so that they see value and they see a way forward with you. And I'm like, okay, but
like those aren't real words. What are you talking about?
Route planning? No, like,
yeah, like, come on. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So that was very, and plus, like, at first it pops up and it's just like one person, and then like a second person pops up, and then a third person pops up on the call today, and I'm like, wow, 3 people on the call. You're going to be sorely disappointed when I tell you no. Like,
they were really looking forward to this. Whoopsie daisy.
This is great.
Yeah. Oh well. It's fine.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yes, you caught me on an auspicious day. I've started a brand new notebook.
Oh, a big day for you, no doubt.
No. I've been on a streak recently of just using just composition notebooks. I don't know if we've talked about this before, but
no, not recently. I haven't talked about your notebooks for a long time. No.
No, I used to get like, moleskin or other different kinds of things. I have a Leuchtturm one. I've got all sorts of ones around here that I still do use and I enjoy using. But for my I've just been grabbing composition notebooks for the last couple months.
Mm-hmm.
I like first off, I love the big floppy pages. They're my favorite. Now I don't feel like I have to be nice and neat in these notebooks when I'm writing. For some reason, whenever I'm having like a moleskin or am I pronouncing that right? Leuchtturm?
Leuchtturm. I think it's Leuchtturm, but I don't know.
Whatever. Yeah. And I've got one of those. Like my writing becomes really like.
Oh, is it because they're fancier, right?
They're costly.
And the composition notebook is 95 cents still, and you're just whatever.
It's just and I think I'm in this kind of hurried and harried part of my life right now where it's I am needing to scrawl and that.
Yes.
And these are perfect for scrawling. Do I care if I really don't maximize and optimize all of the space on a particular page? No, because
the pages are big enough that it's really nice to have room too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And again, if I fill it up, I'm going to only be out 95 cents. So again,
Yeah.
I don't care. Plus, they're also robust enough that they are surviving me hucking them into my backpack and like surviving that as well. And I don't know. I've just been
That's true. They are designed to live in a backpack.
yes.
So
yeah, they're kind of been well optimized for that. It's not like they have to be all. And the other thing is like it's not they don't have to be all dainty and protected on a desk and like never go out into the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I have been I finished a yellow one and then I just grabbed a black one off of my shelf a few moments ago and started getting it prepped because you gotta prep it before you can use it. That's
I've heard this. I've heard this is the rumor that you have to. There's a process here you have to go through. So you gotta.
I presented on that process at one of the conferences that I went to last month. And,
how was that received by the community at large? Like, were there a bunch of like, what is he talking about? What's happening?
Why is this man not on more medication? No, it was very nice. I talked. It was just a portion of my talk about like utilizing your time well, and one of those is like getting ideas and stuff out of your head, stop trying to store them, and the ways that I do that with a physical notebook of writing the nothing doesn't go in here, then the first page is profound, so that you can just focus on other stuff and not feel guilty or bad about them or question or critique the idea. Because worst time to think about your ideas right whenever you've come up with it, like just get it down and come back to it.
True.
And
yeah.
It was very nice. I then went to that second conference like 2 weeks later, and many people came up to me on the first day and they showed me their notebook that they had brought to the conference and they had written nothing doesn't go in here on the front. And I was like,
oh man, look at
you. Look at that.
Get you. Notebook influencer. Look at that.
But I've also fallen in love. I've been using I just a standard Bic rollerball for
now you lost me. I can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I know you're a pilot. What G7, G27?
I just use. No, I have what I have done at work is I bought like a random like I can't from a website, right? I just bought like a random assortment of pens in blue, and that's just what I use all the time. There's some little thing I just use. There's all of them, right? There's like a pilot in there. There's like a whole bunch of just random things, and that's what I use. I just use random things in blue. Right now, I'm a blue pen guy now. Apparently, it's a thing that I do. But I got
nice.
I still like the big, like the crystal big. Is that what you're talking about? Like like I can't. I don't know. The plastic bothers me.
I know.
Right.
I didn't think like I don't know. Like these were in Dad's house, like all over the place. Growing up,
because they come in a bag of like 20. That's why.
And I just eschewed them. I was like, no, I will not use those. Those aren't my thing. But I bought a bag like a couple months ago, and they've stuck. They're now what I'm reaching for. I've got a Pilot G2 here. I've got the crystal one. I've also picked up this this Sharpie S gel pen. It's a click pen, and
oh, nice.
Yeah,
is that what the one that's like? I think I have one of those at work that I got like in an office. Like it was one of like those beginning of the year things. It's like here's a marker, here's a pen. And I was like, well, I'm keeping that pen for sure. Like I don't know.
Yes, this one has really been increasing in usage recently. Of like, it's got like it's a click pen, and they come in a couple different colors, but like I have a white one, and I'm like, I wasn't expecting to like use so much.
Nice.
So
yeah, that's a very satisfying click if it's the one I'm thinking of too. That makes it even better.
Yes, which is bad. Which is good.
I mean, that's true. I do. Yeah, I get it like all the time. But
office because Megan would be shoving this pen down my face because I'd just be over there going.
Yes.
nonstop. So
I have the one that my random assortment that I got. It also has different sizes, right? So they're like 0.03, like
ooh,
pin size, like it's really fine point, or like a point like 0.07, which is dope, which is like like
yes.
so I have that. I use those. I've decided that like at work, especially, and I just use blue, right? Because it shows up good. You can read it on stuff. You can write on everything with it. And also the lawyer reason, like if you make a copy of something, you can tell which one's original immediately because it's got blue on it, right? And it's not the
yes.
There's that, and then,
Yes.
so I have this big thing, and it's just blue pens, and I use green highlighters.
Ooh.
No real reason. I just like the green, right? So a lot of things that I grade with my green highlighters. Like I just that's what I grade my papers in. So it shows up real good. You can see it really nice.
Yeah. It's a different and unique enough color. It's not like you're grading in like, I don't know, like fuchsia or blue. I think that would be weird. Again, I know you're writing in blue, but like highlighter, it's hard to do.
Yeah, the highlighter blue is not nice.
No.
And I have a couple that are awesome. They're like one side has the big highlighter tip, but the other side has the fine point pin marker on it. So it's like a 2-in-1 highlighter. Those are the best ones.
Those are great.
I like those a lot. I need more of those. I need to figure out what brand that is and get more because they were really. I also bought a random assortment of 7 highlighters too. It was like it's just like, hey, I'm just gonna go for this. They're really great. I like them. Yeah, I'll have to look and see what they are because I don't really remember off the top of my head. Some of them are really nice, and I just like them. I like the different sizes of the point. It's very handy for different tasks, right? Like, oh, I'm going to make this small list on this Post-it note. Bang, fine point, bing, like fit it all on there. But other times I'm like, oh, I need to write on this big paper. Oh yeah, I'm going to use this one. So,
yes, this brought into sharp I don't know, resolution for me when I've been traveling recently, going to conferences, knowing I'm going to have a big notebook, but I also carry a small pocket notebook, little field notes thing, and writing in, a 0.07 is not easy to do in a little tiny notebook. So that's what it's okay, well, I need my scrawling writing utensils, and then I do need a fine writing utensil to fit everything in here to make sure that I'm not going. I don't look.
That's true. I mean, sometimes that's why you have the pencil, right?
Yes.
Sometimes a pocket notebook, you go pencil or mechanical pencil, right? And then you have the pen for other things. So it's that way it doesn't feel weird. You're carrying 2 pens, right? It's more a dynamic pen pencil combo.
Boom.
Action, right?
Yes, indeed. I did travel with pen pencil combo.
Yes,
over there, which my travel of choice for my conferences was my Pentel P207 in.
I mean, obviously, is there really another choice? Oh, here's one right here.
In 0.7.
Oh, this is the P205. The 0.7's over there. Okay. I can see it though.
And then I traveled with my Bic Crystal one and then my Pilot G2 in.
Nice. See, there you go.
Point. So, yes, it's been all topsy turvy, but fresh notebook, start, pens, pencils, rough.
Nice. So, very nice.
Yeah, that's So yeah, that's my man. I've caught you up on so many
That's good. This is good stuff, right?
Recently.
I like it. I have an update for you, right? I know I said that maybe a person should not learn to play chess in 2025, but I may have fallen down a small rabbit hole.
Oh no.
Right. There may be a chessboard on my coffee table currently. I may have been playing chess with Susan this whole entire week. It may have been a thing that happened. So
What?
that's a thing.
What?
There you go. That's what I got.
What? Okay, what was it that tipped into? That's a pretty big like difference from like let me play online to I have a physical chessboard on my coffee table.
The long and short of it is my wife said we should play chess together. And so I was like, well,
okay.
Okay. So that's
okay. So we're blaming her. I like this.
Obviously, right? Obviously,
yes.
that's what we're doing.
Yes, blaming the wife. Perfect. Always works out. Okay.
So yeah, we're doing that. Still practicing a little bit. It's not, it's whatever, but it's fine. Trying to not suck. That's the goal. Try to not suck at chess. That's the path now. Right.
Okay.
I've come to terms with the fact that I am bad at this. Right. And so now it is how to not suck. Like, does playing online chess against random people still suck? Absolutely, because they're trash and they don't. It's really annoying when you're like trying to learn about like proper moves and like a move order and like stuff, and then they're just like, "Oh, here's a really random move that should never happen," and you're like, "What? I know that's wrong, but I don't know how to make it not. I don't know how to punish them for this." Like I am
right.
That's where I am in my journey currently. Okay. Like as some of them, I'm like, "Oh yeah." There have been a few games that are very satisfying because it's like general chess principles are things like don't bring your queen out immediately, right? These are like except for in like a very few instances where you like leave it in there, right? Wait, do minor pieces, like do like knights first, right? That's how it works, right? Knights, pawns, bishops, blah, and then bring out whatever. But there are some strategies that people will try to employ, like the well-known like 4-move checkmate from that has been like a chess move for like 300 years, right? But people are like, "Aha, I will do this on the random online game so that I can win." But there was one guy that I played, and in 3 moves, I took his queen, and he resigned. He just like quit the game.
What?
He clearly had no other plan. Right? His only repertoire is like apparently was like this random thing where I'm going to harass you with my queen and like no other pieces. And so when I took it from him because he'd like moved it right in front of my bishop and I just snapped it up, he just quit immediately. And so that was relatively satisfying.
Now, a question on that: do those like I don't know, because I know some people play for like rank and stuff. Do those count against you in that?
Yeah, if you quit, you lose rating points. Yeah, if you resign, it counts as a loss and you lose points.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's where I am. Other important chess news for you though, right? You may not have heard about and potential chess controversy. Are you ready for chess controversy, Colin?
Yes.
Are you ready for this?
All the controversies.
All right. So, last weekend, maybe last week, there was like actually a very large, live exhibition chess match. Right. These are not normal words that you hear in a sentence, right?
No.
like live exhibition chess in front of audience.
Okay.
Right. So there was this big event that happened in Arlington, actually, at like the big esports arena they have.
Okay. Yeah.
This was the USA versus India round 1 chess match. Right. 5-on-5. There's like a team USA, team India, like 5-person team, right? Round 1 in front of like 1,000 fans, like live audience. The fans were encouraged to be like cheering and like loud and stuff. So this is like the exact opposite of World Championship classical chess, where like talking is illegal. and like games take forever, right? Like what 1984, that match took like months.
Yeah.
Right. So this was a rapid time control tournament. So 10-minute rounds. right? 10-minute chess clock, boom, boom, boom. So Team USA versus Team India. And so it was kind of cool because this is just round one. So this round one took place in Arlington, where so USA was like the home team or whatever. And then in a few months, they're going to do round two in India.
Ooh.
Yeah. With like the live audience and stuff. So it's pretty sweet, right? And it's really cool because like the current world champion is an Indian guy. And he was there at the thing. He was playing on the team. Yeah, he was. He was playing on the team. And he was playing against like one of the guys who is like trying to qualify for the world championships to beat him. Like he's trying to qualify and like face him in the actual classical world championship match. So it was like kind of cool. That it was like in this format, like it's a little bit different. But it's cool. So the USA won 5-0.
Ooh,
bang. Now, this is slightly misleading because Team USA was home team, they all played with white, which, as you know, gives you a slight advantage in chess anyway because you go first, right? So there's that. There's that to asterisk here. And when they do the round two in India, Team India will start with all white the whole time.
Okay.
So, whatever. But yeah, sweep. The sweep was on. That's pretty good. The format was pretty crazy though, because it was like, all right, so you could not this tournament, because it's just an exhibition, just for fun, right? Nothing, whatever. There was you cannot resign clause. So you had to play to checkmate, even if you know, because usually they're like, okay, look, there is no hope. I'm just going to resign, move on to the next match, whatever, right? Because in a big classical chess tournament, you're going to play multiple. You got to win like 12 games, right? And so you just play a billion times until you get a certain, so whatever. But you could draw, right? So if you drew, then you would have to set the board back up. You start again immediately. This time, 5-minute clock.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And if you drew again in a second game, 1-minute bullet chess. Bang.
Now, how is bullet chess specifically like really different than?
I think it's just because the time control is like it's like a 1-minute game, and so there are like, I think the strategies are a little bit less advanced, right? It's more just like hammer, right? Just like I'm just gonna smash into things and just try to checkmate as fast as possible. So it's a little less. I mean, there is still obviously strategery involved, but I think some like classical strategies and like certain like openings and stuff that like we're not worrying about that right now. We're just going for it and seeing what happens.
Wow.
And that happened in the final of the tournament. The very last game went down to a bullet match, and it was kind of nuts. So I watched it live. I watched it on YouTube. I didn't watch it live. I just watched the broadcast.
You're not that crazy. No.
No. I could skip all the random stuff in the middle. But yeah. So boom. So again, controversy time, right? So last match, that all the players were told by the organizers, you should like really interact with the crowd because we're trying to get people into it. We're trying to get people, excited and blah, blah. We want them to be cheering. They were like chanting the whole time. It was pretty nuts. It was really weird to watch. Right. But they were like, interact with the crowd, do, crazy stuff. And then when you win, they wanted to do something dramatic, like knock the opponent's king down, like really, like in a movie, right? Like bang, like that, And so one of the American guys was like, yeah, if I win, I'm going to throw the king. And they were like, okay, yeah, cool, do that. And like the guy he was playing, the world champion guy, Gukesh, he's like a really like very calm, reserved, chill dude. He's like very polite and nice. And he was like, I don't want to do that. And they're like, that's fine, you don't have to. And he's like, okay. right? That's basically in the interview I saw. That's kind of what happened. But when the American guy won, he like grabbed the king and like flung it into the audience.
Oh,
and
oh,
and the trolls on the internet erupted and were like, "That's so disrespectful. I can't believe he would do that. That's so racist to Indians." And they were like, "What? What? Yeah, exactly. What? Wait, hold on. What? What are we talking about?" Like, first of all the people in the audience, I mean, from the sounds and the stuff I saw afterwards, all the people that were actually live at the place thought it was awesome, including half of the stadium that was wearing Team India jerseys. So, like, I don't really know. I really know how you came to this conclusion, right? If you don't like it as like a chess thing, okay, that makes sense, right? I understand. That's one thing, but like, come on, like, you can just say I don't like fun. That's fine. You can say that, and it's okay to not like fun. It's fine, right? But at least just be honest and say I don't like fun. Now, were a bunch of these accounts posting these things probably Russian bots? Yes. Let's be real, certainly. Right? Obviously, it was just a Russian bot farm, like stirring up stuff, whatever. But like, that's the big controversy, and now you're caught up on all the chess controversy in the last week.
In the know.
Yeah, right. Isn't it exciting?
Shocking. Yeah, well, and I think, I can see traditional folks being upset about the showmanship and the things like that, because that's not how we did it. But they're kind of missing the point in the context of like, right. And that's not the point of this exhibition match. Like,
yeah, because this isn't a tournament. This was like a proof of concept of that, like, you can do chess in a live audience format.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a possible thing and people will come and watch it.
Right.
And I think that's
time.
Yeah. And if you want to grow your sport or whatever, then like, that's a thing that you need. Like, you do still need like the official classical world championship style thing, right? Because that's a very prestigious lineage, And I was watching this thing the other day. Like, actually, they're in the history since they've started doing like the world chess championships stuff. There's only actually been like 17 different people that have been the world chess champion.
That's crazy.
So that's a very small number of people, right? Because several people have won it like more than once, right? And so for like several years, you know what I mean? But like, so for the past, like, I can't remember, a long time, there's 17 people. So this is a very important lineage and a thing to be like respected and stuff. But that's like a different kind of thing, right? You can have that, and you can have this other slightly more insane, fun thing that live people want to show up and watch in person, right? You can have both of them at the same time, and you can like both of them. That's allowed, right? There's different environments. It's okay. Calm down.
Yeah. Well, and I think, like you're saying, like, you can having different ways of playing something or doing something is good. That means it attracts different people with different abilities and different desires and strengths to the sport, which is ultimately what you should want, right? Like,
yeah,
you should want there to be more interest in something, because if they get hooked on one aspect of it, that what a wonderful way to educate and talk about other ways of playing the sport that you might not have known about. And so it is hard, because again, it's not the traditional way of doing it. However, it's different times, and so you can attract different people, and you should do that, right? I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know, but there you go. That's caught up on chess news for this week.
Right.
Oh, yes. Also, the other important thing I need to talk to you about.
Yes.
Colin, can I interest you in a patented Oh Brother top 5 list?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Let's do this.
All right. So here's my proposal.
Yes.
For 2 reasons. All right. I actually have reasons to back this up. Yeah, I don't know if they're good. I don't know if they're good,
almost,
but like I have a plan, kind of, sort of, maybe a little bit.
Listeners, this is the most intentional, the most intentional we've ever been about a list.
Hey, every once in a while we have reasons, like with the Olympics, right? And then we have other things, you know, yeah, etc. So it is about to be fall, maybe, if the temperatures go below 80 anytime soon. Right? So this is referred to colloquially as, of course, cozy season. Right?
Okay. Yes.
So I think this is a thing that embodies coziness, right? And you know who would agree with me, Colin? And that is Ben Gunn, because he loves this more, especially because he's been separated for nigh on 3 years. Colin, I want to know your top 5 favorite cheeses.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think about this list? How do you feel about this? Official Oh Brother top 5 cheese list.
Yes.
This
is good. This is really good. Now, listeners may be very concerned because
I mean, they ought to be.
They're gonna go, oh wonderful. Tell me the varieties of cheddar the people from the Midwest are gonna want to talk about.
Hey. That's rude.
But I am very much liking this. Yes. Okay. Ooh, now this is hard. This is actually.
Yeah. Now I did want to. The reason I want to talk to you about this right now is we might need a clarification statement. Right? Does this include only standalone cheese, or does this? Do we allow dishes featuring cheese?
Well,
that's what I want to know. We got to think about that too.
Yeah. I think that since this is top 5 cheeses, it has to be standalone.
Okay.
You can't and what is also hard about this is like just as an example. Okay. Here's what's going to come up. Like, okay, Swiss cheese. But do you like eating Swiss cheese straight, or do you like Swiss cheese when it's on a sandwich? Like,
that's true. Or does it get points for versatility if it can do both? Right? Like, this is part of the thinking and justification of your answers, I suppose. But I do think that there should be at least some sort of standalone element. I think that's kind of important, right? As a celebratory event of said cheese.
Yes. Yeah. So I definitely think this needs to be standalone for sure.
Okay. All right. And we can, of course, mention if it does go good in other things, right? That's just like a bonus. Like, it's like a bonus feature, I suppose, right? Yeah. Like, oh, it's good, and then you can also do this, and then it's like better, right? Because you're right, that automatically does knock off some, right? Like, I feel like Ben and his like love of just eating straight up Parmesan. That's I don't, that's not.
That's tough.
That's a little tough, right? Like, you just bite off a little hunk of that, and so, it's fine, but like, there's better, there's better. Sorry, Ben, but we're gonna tell you what those are.
We will
later.
We will, and we will get the added benefit of butchering some rather difficult to pronounce names.
Oh yeah.
Also, patented.
Our European friends are gonna love this. That's what they're gonna.
Camembert. What is this?
Oh no. Oh no! They all stopped listening right now. They're gone. Lost. Oh no!
Comfy. This is weird. I'm so.
Well, the French are going to be mad again. Oh no!
They're always mad about
That's-
it. Fine. Totally fine. So yes, we will do this and be ready to go next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes, that is totally
Okay.
good.
Glad you're on board with this plan. I'm excited now. Let's go.
Yes. Be good. Excited for sure. Okay. Wonderful. Well, we'll do that. I have a haiku.
All right.
Okay, so this week we also took a trip to the Kansas City Zoo because on Monday we went and we spent. Turns out Kansas City Zoo only opened for 6.5 hours during the day, only ever.
Oh,
also weird because it is 205 acres. Rather difficult to cover all that in
that's fair.
hours, including like eating. So, but one of my several cool things about the zoo. One, there's a classic train that takes you around basically through all of the areas so that you get little glimpses of things through the zoo. So you can see
nice, like a little
everything in the zoo from a little train.
Yeah, like a little preview of some of the stuff,
yes,
right?
Yes, this is nice. The other thing that you can take is they have a whole African portion that you can walk to and through. But I don't know when they installed this. It's a sky tram. And
the
sky tram takes you over the grassy plains of Africa where you can look down and see ibex and oryx. And
the savannah, if you will.
The savannah,
right?
Right? Like you can see them as you go over them. You can also see all of the ostrich that are below you, or like the rhinos that are below you, and the like zebras are out below you, and you're flying over them. And
you feel like David Attenborough, like
yes.
Wow.
And this is far and away my favorite part of Kansas City Zoo because you get to go there. Now,
I mean, clearly, like what?
If you are other people in my household who are from a different side of the state, you are loath to remind us every time we go that well, the St. Louis Zoo is free, and which it is. But that is right. So does it cost to get in? Yeah. Does it cost extra to ride SkyTram? Also, yes. But well worth it. This is great. However, there's a travesty this time. One, I don't like heights. I don't know if you know this or not.
I have heard this rumor. Yes.
So,
for many a year, I have.
This SkyTram, it's not like, oh, you're just like 15 feet above the ground. No, you're like 30 or 40 feet.
Are we like ski lift height, like way up?
Lift
okay.
Heights above the plain, the savannah. And so it's not my favorite thing to be that high. and this time also you're going and it's like a long ride. Like you're on this thing for like several minutes, like going all the way over. Like it takes a long time. We're going and all of a sudden it's just like it starts slowing down while I'm over an ostrich and I'm like, this is fine. And then it like stops.
No.
And I'm like, this is no longer fine.
Oh no.
This is how like people get forgotten up here, and like this is now I'm going to be on the news with a ladder or a crane coming up to me with like a gazelle running around.
Man stranded in Kansas City Zoo overnight after park closed and workers did not see him on the tram.
Exactly. Yes. Right.
Like all of a sudden this turns into an episode of Survivor Man, like alone on the savannah.
Yeah, above the savannah on a full moon. Like what's going to happen here? Now, thankfully, it was all stopped for like all of like 42 seconds, so we kept going.
Okay, good.
And I was fine.
Made it.
But the other traffic, and I will add, like we rode this thing 3 times. Like that's how much like we love doing this. So, but travesty above all travesties, the giraffes are off display because they are building them a new little compound area.
Oh.
So the best part about this is you get to fly over giraffe.
Yes.
And there were no giraffe.
Oh no. Tram sans giraffes.
It is.
What a tragedy.
It is. And thus, my haiku.
Oh.
A sky tram hums above. No giraffes in sight today. Still, the wind feels wild.
Nice. Very nice.
Don't know if I hit all things there, but
You know what? It captured the moment. And that, as we know, is the most important part. Clearly. So
clearly.
I think it's beautiful.
So that is haiku. And I will start doing some. I gotta dig deep on this cheese thing.
I know.
I feel like
It's
I
gonna
gotta
be
show up for this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And maybe
It's gonna be hard.
Yes.
It's gonna be a difficult number one. I know that.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I know.
It's already. I'm thinking. Just brainstorming slightly. I'm like, ooh, ooh, that's tough right there.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, lots of work to put in for this. Indeed.
Yeah.
And I will set reminders that I don't forget.
Yeah.
And we will see what we come up with next time.
No, right.
Very good. Love you.
We love you too.
Bye.
Bye.